We live north of Saskatoon as well on Highway 12, and this is the farm where Martha's parents farmed for many years, and they raised their family of 12, and Martha is the second youngest, 9 boys, 3 girls, and somehow we ended up with a farm. So you never know. I was thinking of a Emmylou Harris song, goes to show you never can tell. Anyways, Martha's parents already, they had a small mixed farm, and so they had cream, they had eggs, and people would stop in along the highway and buy those products while they were running their farm. They're doing their milk their cows and running their grain and custom work. So then already there was quite a number of indigenous people would stop in and buy these products, and apparently cream and berries are a really good mix. So there. Oh, PowerPoint. We don't really have much to, it's just a bunch of pictures, so I can, ooh, fancy. Oh yeah, also yesterday, I was a municipal councillor for a while, and yesterday I was at the SARM convention, which is the provincial convention for all municipalities, and I was done. That was my last function. I didn't let my name stand to run again, so I was done, and I went home and I thought, this is it. I'm going to spend the rest of my days with Martha and the cows. And so here I am in front of a microphone on a podium. So hey, clicker. Okay, well, whatever. These are just pictures. I don't really have a, oh, that's a nice picture. How we got going, well, you read in the introduction a little bit about, when I came to Canada and what I really wanted to do. I wanted to be a dairy farmer, and somehow it worked out. We met. And really, if you want to know about the principles and why we do what we do, Martha should be up here with me, because I'm a little more pragmatic. She's got the ideas, and she just tells me what to do. So I was volunteered to be up here and talk to you about what we do. But so we managed to start a dairy farm that I always wanted, and in order to support that habit, Martha had to go and work off farm, which wasn't quite fair, but it's just how it went. And then when our daughter was born, we decided we wanted to both be home and just be on the farm and do what we do. So then when we figured out, we're not wired to be very aggressive as far as buying a lot of quota and a lot of cows and build a barn, and we didn't want to move from where Martha was raised, basically, and that's a little more populated. It wouldn't be even a suitable location for a large intensive livestock operation. So we decided to kind of carry on that idea that was started with Martha's parents, to just, try to make a living where you are, and by diversifying a little bit. And Martha's mom already started that with just selling some products off the side. We're along a highway, so, there was just a sign, eggs for sale, and away they went. And so we kind of followed that example. And it started very small, and so it's basically really Martha. I was just minding the cows because that's all I know how to do, and I was just very supportive. So we got eggs, and we kept some calves, and we raised the calves, and we butchered the calves, and then we thought, okay, we got to get some pigs, and we got some pigs, and kind of it kept rolling along. And then also Martha got into pierogies and a bunch of other things, and we started selling that out of our milk house. And then we realized we needed a little more room because people were stopping in, and so we converted a part of our garage into a store, and it's quite nice. It turned out okay. And then while we were doing this, people stopped in to buy these products. They saw that we milked cows, so they started asking for milk and cream and all these other things. And we said, well, we can't do this because it's kind of illegal to sell raw milk. But anyways, that's a whole different debate. So then we thought, okay, maybe we want to do this. We want to get into the milk and the cream and everything else. And we went to the health region, and it turned out it was very difficult. It was these regulations were outdated. There were no regulations to allow this to happen. It was basically, I think, 25 liters of milk to farm gate. And then if you wanted to do something else, you had to get into food processing, a whole different license. So we tried to have that discussion with the health region, but the health region is just, they do their thing, they have their regulations, and they have really no power to change anything. You know, we were trying to make the argument, well, they do it in Manitoba, they do it in Alberta, and they said, well, that's Manitoba and that's Alberta, this is Saskatchewan, and this is what we do. And I don't know, we just felt it was a good thing to do, and we didn't want to take no for an answer, and we thought it was important, and we just didn't want to give up. So we started kind of working with government, and ultimately we had ended up working with the folks in Regina, because really that's where the rules get made or changed. And it took a long time, and it was a very slow process, and it was frustrating. But after about 2 years, and actually it was Martha who finally wrote a very passionate letter to some higher up in Regina, and I think within 2 weeks we had our license to open our plant. I guess the idea was there was a drought. There was a lot of dry years. Feed was expensive. We didn't want to go to silage. We always fed hay, and we pasture our cows and we feed hay, and we didn't want to change that. But buying expensive hay was just not sustainable for us for a long time, and we needed to get this thing going, because we needed to add value to what we do in order to make more money, to pay more bills and loans. So that worked out, and we built a small creamery, and we got ourselves a pasteurizer and two mini bulk tanks, and we bought a milk dispenser, which was the second one in Canada. The first one was on Vancouver Island, Morning Star Dairy, and they helped us a lot. I mean, if you are interested in this kind of stuff, you just got to find the people that, you know, are like-minded, and they'll help you along. And so, yeah, that turned out to be, it worked out. It was people were very interested in that, by being able to come to the farm and buy the milk. But soon we found out that we were too small in that, and we were warned about that, because you know, you get told, you know, you're careful, and it costs a lot of money, and you don't know if this is going to work. So you buy smaller equipment just to be, you know, what if it doesn't work? But we found out that it did work, and our equipment was too small, and so we went back to the bank, borrowed more money, so we could make more payments. And then the interest rates went up, but they're going to come down again, apparently. Anyway, so, oh yeah, and then we had a kitchen that was approved by the health region as well. So that was where we just got into all kinds of stuff, like bread and pierogies and pies and cookies, and it all went into the store, but it was happening in our house. And so it was not adequate. We had people going through our house using the washroom, and it really interrupted my nap time on the couch. So we decided we're going to build on, and then we need more creamery space, and we need a small staff area with a washroom, and then we built a commercial kitchen. And so that all happened, and it was really a good move. Well, sounds a little braggy, but it was nice. And so now we're at a point, we have some people, we have a person in, it really took off, and we know that the kitchen really expanded, and we started making more and more products, and Martha came up with all these ideas, like there is lasagnas, and there is cabbage rolls, and a ton of stuff, and with all ingredients that we produce on our farm mostly, which is kind of nice. And so we now have people a really good person in the kitchen. She came from the Ukraine, and so whatever. We have just nice staff now, and we are able to be here today, which is cool, because we never were able to do much of anything other than work. So I'm not sure. That's kind of our story where we are at today. do I have to say anything really groundbreaking or earth moving? I'm trying to think. Is it good? Yeah. Oh, wait. Some more pictures. Woo-hoo. Oh. This cow here. Oh, that cow. Well, whatever. There are a bunch of good. Oh, there's the pigs. They really enjoy. We have, we get pigs, and they get their the byproducts from the creamery. So they get skim milk and whey. So they're quite spoiled, and you can see they get when it gets hot out, they get a shower a couple times. They really enjoy that. This is the store. This is Martha making curds. Martha is really the brain behind all of this. So, but she, yeah. Anyways, that was the first pasteurizer. We have a bigger pasteurizer now. This is some of our products, cream separator. This is a milk dispenser where you can come and plug in you can bring your own containers, your bottles, whatever. You get your milk, you plug in your coins. And this is our sales pitch. This is how you get the milk. This is our cooler in the store with all the different products, more products. More of the store. Oh yeah, and we get a lot of products from just people in the area that will bring products or suggest products, and which is really cool. Oh, music festival. Yeah, this is Pierogi Fests. Who are these ladies again? The Sea Hags. Yeah. This is us. Ooh. Oh. Oh, and that was the. Oh, whatever. This was my speech.